Hello, Tattered Tammy here. I am finally coming on to show you guys the coffee and rust dye papers that I did and to show you what happened. I had some casualties, but I think still usable. I love the way these came out, and I learned a lot, just, trying different things. I watched a lot of videos. I did different techniques from different makers, just to see, and then did my own thing with them. So if you saw the video, you saw the plastic tablecloths that I used, and some of the rusty bits that I was gifted and found on my own. So some of these I was so upset because they like stuck together. Like this one, it wouldn't come off. And but still usable. I tried to like force it up, and somebody said to wet it, and I tried that, and it just didn't work. And I think it probably had to do with the fact that this was very thin copy paper, and this is the bigger sheets of paper, and I layered them. So the lesson there is that if you use the thinner copy paper, you probably would be better off not layering them, especially with this technique. Because what I did was I had a pan of coffee, and I just like dipped the paper in the coffee, and then sometimes I had tablecloths with pattern laid out on the table, and I smoothed this out over the tablecloth, and sometimes I just had it over like a fairly smooth tablecloth and put the pattern tablecloth on top of the paper. And then I made rusty water using there was a tutorial, I don't remember the lady's name, but there were a couple of them who used steel wool, and that seems to rust the fastest in vinegar or vinegar water. And so and I just sprayed it after I put the pattern tablecloth on there. And anyways, this was amazing. This piece is this is my favorite one. Some of these got, like I said, they tore because they stuck together, and I was very sad, but these will be used, and I hope it's coming out. Like, I hope you guys are able to see. Another casualty. So I'm thinking that maybe it was an issue too, because this coffee had sat, and maybe it was like there was no sugar in it, but it thickened a little bit or something as it dried. Now you can see here I used the plastic doilies and a chain, a rusty chain, and another piece here, metal piece. Okay, back. So yeah, so I would put the plastic tablecloth or doily on top of the paper, and sometimes spray it with more coffee or spray it with the vinegar after I put, like I just unraveled the steel wool and laid it out in different areas along with the other rusty bits, and you spray it with that vinegar water. And oh my goodness, this is just gorgeousness to me. It's just grungy gorgeousness. So, yeah. And when I layer, you can, like I said, you could put down one layer of paper, then put down the doilies or tablecloths, then do another layer. That would probably be okay, but in the cases where the paper was layered on top of the other paper, it was an issue with it not wanting to separate. These are just amazing to me. And I'm hooked. Like, there's so many different things I want to try now with it. And with maybe even using different colors. Like, I was thinking of trying maybe watered down acrylic paint. Or like tie-dye. Mica powders. I don't know. I'm going to have to do more research on those things. And then, you know, watch more videos, because people are so generous with their information. And I wish I was better at teaching and doing tutorials, but I don't feel like I have that skill. I cannot wait to start on my, I want to make grungy paper bag journals. That's what I want to do at some point. And some of these will also be used in my herbarium journals. I think it's just going to be amazing. But once you start, it's like a rabbit hole. And if you like it, you're going to be hooked. This was one of the greats that I had. And I had like cans of unused like applesauce, and I needed them to hold the papers down because of the wind was blowing. And they made their own marks on the paper in certain areas too. I love how that scattered rust came. So these didn't have rust. These are just the black coffee. This is so fun to play with, and you know, because you're not in control of anything, so it is such a wonderful surprise to wait till the end and see what comes out of it after everything is dry. It is addictive. So I do plan to, this just starts you on a journey to looking for more things to collect, to use to get patterns. I love how that came out. And I didn't iron these yet. I don't know if I will, because I kind of like the crinkly. The thicker papers layer nicely. And I love that the patterns come out on the other side. Like I had layered papers over top of each other so you can see where the lighter areas. Now these are like a very light, like cardboard type paper, like almost like the paper that would be in a, like one of those vintage scrapbooks. And I wanted to see how they would turn out. Let's see if I could find. So this is what it started off like, and just the coffee dyeing, because at that point I wasn't doing the rust yet, so it didn't take, it's like very faint marks on some of these. Like on this one you can see a little bit of the tablecloth showed up just slightly, and this one. So I thought I could go back in maybe with some white paint or something, and just do spatters and splatters of different colors and stuff and see. This one took a little bit better. So it's kind of like, you never know what you're gonna get, huh? think you guys saw these. I think I showed these already. This is like my first, when I first made the coffee, and it was actually brown. And I put some of the rusty bits in a chain there. And this one is only rust dyed. I know this just reminds me of like graffiti. Yeah. So you can see where the steel wool started to shed. I don't care for like some of the ladies like that, where they like to just make the dust particles from the steel wool, but that's not my favorite. I do like where it made spots, but so this was a can lid, and then this was like a square piece of rusty metal. Another piece of rusty metal. So I'm going to be out on the lookout for those. My favorite thrift store, the Wheelin' Dealin' thrift store, he has a whole outside area. And I mean, some of that stuff has been outside and weathered, so I am definitely going to go rust hunting there for things and see if anything has interesting texture that I could use to make different print types. And then these were the first ones that I tried. This is thicker, like almost like a poster board, and I just set different things on it. And you can kind of tell, but it didn't really rust a lot or at all. Okay, there's my experimental results from coffee dyeing and rust dyeing, and I just wanted to show you guys. And before I go, I also wanted to show you this book that I picked up. Yeah, you guys might be interested in getting. Hold on, let me get in a little closer. Okay. So this is called Beautiful Moths, and it has 56 plates in full color. And I love the cover. Look at that. It's black with some sun damage. Hold on, I gotta let my doggy in. Okay. Oops, sorry guys. This is 1966. I think. I don't know if this is the original printing. Was 1901, but this is stamped January 8th, 1968, and it was in a public library. Now, some of these pages will definitely be in my herbarium journal. Some of these can be fussy cut, and this paper is pretty thick, so I don't know if it would need to be backed onto card or not. These colors are coming out. It's so pretty. Looks like it has a face right here. His antennae look like a leaf. And that's it. Okay, so if this is a book you might want to look for. From what I see, they were running expensive, but I think I got this very inexpensively. I had gotten a bunch of stuff and he only charged me like $10 for everything, so this probably ended up being like 50 cents or $1. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.